Up next, two of the talented cast members from Accomplice Hollywood. But first, Neil Patrick Harris gives us a little sneak peek into the world of Nikki Desmond, the starlet behind the story.
Hello, everybody. I'm Mary Hart with breaking entertainment news and what could be called the comeback story even Hollywood couldn't predict. The return of troubled starlet Nikki Desmond.
Once, she threw up on my foot. Nikki, not the monkey. She also frequently threw tantrums. I'm just gonna say it. No, I'm gonna say it. Violent tantrums. I saw her teacup Sammy, a boom operator, on day 3. The guy was quivering for weeks. But you know, as I say, other than that, a total pleasure and a consummate professional. Oh, also, she threw up on my foot.
Well, although Nikki's past has proven to be quite a good sell at the newsstand for tabloid magazines, the question is, can she sell tickets at the box office? Only time will tell. Good Cop, Dead Cop is scheduled to be released later this year.
Well, two cast members of the play, the tour, the game, not quite sure are what we're calling it, but it is Jared Gray, the producer, and Brian Clark, the blogger. Jared, Brian, welcome to the show.
Thanks so much. Hi, you guys.
Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Neil seems so angry in that clip.
I know.
He does.
Nikki's so much nicer than that.
No, it's
So,
weird.
so here's the thing. Tell us a little bit about this Nikki Desmond character. Who is she?
Oh, well, Nikki.
Who isn't she?
Yeah.
Really? Like,
Well, it's who she thinks she is, really. Nikki Desmond thinks she's this great Hollywood celebrity, this beautiful actress. Really, she's a fading B movie star who sleeps with everyone to get the limited and lame parts that she can.
true, but on the other end, it's kind of like, imagine if like Angelina Jolie and Betty White had a kid, like a daughter, a beautiful daughter, took the talent from Angelina Jolie and the beauty of Betty White. That's exactly who she is.
Yeah, if Jolie and White were also related.
The science part isn't the important part.
I'm just saying that's what it would be.
Now, I understand that Neil Patrick Harris was given tickets to the play
Yeah.
for his birthday. Is that true? That's a true
Yeah.
story?
Well-
How did it come about?
Okay, cool. So Accomplice, the show, it started in New York, and there's a couple shows out there, and Neil and his friends, 8 of his friends, got tickets for his birthday 4 years ago. He loved it, and at the end of the show, it ends at a location, and goes to Tom Solomon, the guy who created the whole thing, and goes, we got to take this to L.A. 2 years later, it was in L.A.
And here we are.
And here we are.
Well, definitely the play gives you some insight into Hollywood and also the stereotypes. But with both of you guys being actors, right? Is the reality different than the dream once you either got here or started getting into the business? I'll start with you, Jared.
Absolutely. Like, such a strong absolutely. Like, when I first moved out here, when you're, like, young and all idealistic and bright-eyed, it was like, I'm going to go there.
No, you're still young.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, like young.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
No, I'm
So he's Tom Selleck's age.
I've been having Botox since I got here.
Yeah.
Like, there's day one Botox. I'm old. So, no, and then, like, as years go on, you realize that it's a real business as opposed to, like, just, like, a thing that's going to be easy, you know? So it gets... I like it a lot more now because, like, the harder you work and stuff like that, it kind of things.
I disagree. I think it's exactly the way everyone thinks Hollywood is. It's just sex, drugs, parties, the wrong person getting the job, revenge, anger, disappointment, and the occasional moment of happiness.
I want to hang out with you more because my Hollywood's Netflix streaming and Trader Joe's.
Well, clearly I'm going out and you're not.
Yeah. But I make a heck of an arugula salad.
Yes, you do.
So, I know, Julia, you are flagging me down over there.
No, I was just laughing at the whole Botox thing because it really is funny. There's Botox parties here, and I'm like, actually, as soon as I leave, feel like I just should go get Botox just because it's the cool thing to do here. Preventative measures, no, but it's so different than New York for me anyway. I just, as you know, got here recently. But going to the chat room, we wanted to know what was the most challenging thing about Hollywood, aside from the sex, drugs, and Trader Joe's and parties and everything. Some of the people in the chat room, England05 said the most challenging part is rejection. And Maribel25, in going along with this, says, how do you set yourself apart? It is so challenging just trying to kind of fit, whatever role you think you are supposed to. And going along with that, Do you actually feel like, aside from real life, that you have to have a certain role to make it and to be successful?
So what do you think, guys?
To set myself apart, I wear gray sweaters. No, I'm just kidding. There are so many people. Each audition, I know we audition all the time, and you go, and it's amazing that there's 50 people that are interchangeable. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's the hard. I definitely think that's the hardest.
I set myself apart by having the hair of a cartoon rooster, and that's been really successful.
So, ask you this: how did you guys or the creators of this come up with the idea? And I know you changed characters, but you changed locations too.
Well, I can do how they came up with it, because Tom and Betsy, they went on a walking tour years ago in New York, because that's where they're from and everything, and they were like, we could do this, but we could do it like way better. And then they made it about a show and the characters, and the locations stay the same for the most part, unless the locations go out of business or whatever, you know what I mean, and then it changes. So the business love having us there.
Yeah, the fun thing about the show is it's really an interactive theatrical experience where the audience is in the show. You don't know which locations you're going to, you don't know why or who you're looking for when you get there. You have to do some exploring. So the audience plays a big role in how this show turns out. Yeah. Good luck, guys.
So what is your dream in Hollywood? Obviously it's an actor, but what would be the fulfillment, your ultimate?
Sci-fi trilogy. Go.
I want to be the sidekick on a sitcom. I don't want to be the main guy. They have to have emotional entanglements. I just want to be the snarky one in the corner. I do. David Spade, but nicer and with better hair.
Well, there you have it. I think this one doesn't ever have to worry about a hairdresser. Neither do you, Jared, actually, for that matter.
Piece.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Totally. I'm 100, so it's bald under here.
So, since our theme is what does it take to make it in Hollywood, Brian, what do you think it takes to make it in Hollywood?
I mean, to be honest with you, if I have real advice to give, it is just keep doing what you do. You eventually get noticed, eventually someone will see you. Everything that I've ever done in my career has been on some weird tangent. It's not like law school, JD, law job, partner. It's, I met this guy in a bar, he said, come over here, I did one weird video, then we went over there, I met this person, oh, Neil Patrick Harris hired me. That's how it works.
That's a great way to say it. Yeah, like I was like 5 years ago, first job I ever got, I was a cater waitering, and one of the guys like, here's my card, boom. 3 weeks later, I was on set. I was like, that was weird how that happened.
Very bizarre.
And so what do you think it takes?
The one thing I know it takes is famous parents, from what I've seen lately. But if you don't have that, let's just say you're one of those
Few people.
Yeah, few people. Yeah, like you said, you just got to keep doing it. You got to man, you got to just handle rejection really well. Because it's not like rejection against you. It's just like there's different roles and stuff like that. So you just keep going. And eventually, some roundabout way, you get a job.
There are a lot of people that are watching right now that may be facing that. How do you handle rejection?
You kind of put it off yourself. Because you get a couple jobs and so you know you've got it. But they'll see 50 people in a certain range, and there's so many entanglements. Maybe someone is really good friends with the director. So it's not like, oh, you were horrible. It's like, just this part right now, we got someone else. It's not so personal.
I blame the writing.
You got to blame somebody. I want to thank you guys so much for being on the show today. What a fun play. You guys are great. You're great in your characters and in real life. You've got to go see it. If you'd like some more information to see these talented actors get into character or just maybe be who they are, AccompliceTheShow.com, where you can get into the action and solve the mystery of Nikki Desmond. So on that note, thank you so much.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for having us.
Bye.
I want to also thank my guests and producer Jared Gray and the blogger Brian Clark, as well as mega media expert Marta Tracy, starring you, and also like to thank Julia Price, my chat girl, and everyone on the LifeBites team and at emPOWERme.tv. And make sure you join us next week when we look at the vision of your life with a great guest surprise in our Hollywood-inspired segment. Can't tell you quite who it is, but I will. And we'll have the famed international spiritual leader of Agape Media International and the movie The Secret, Reverend Michael Beckwith, will be in the house talking about your vision for your life. We'll also have the president of Agape Media, Stephen Powers, in a bonus feature talking about transformational entertainment. You don't want to miss this one. on that note, I would like to leave you with this thought. Making it in Hollywood is a process. Many people don't realize that there's not a lot of overnight success stories. It takes work, dedication, timing, and talent. The key is to create a vision for yourself and to dream big, but ground that dream in practicality and discipline. There's a great saying that luck is where opportunity and preparation meet. So go for it, but work your craft. And remember to dream big and smile often, because Hollywood can be magical, where dreams really do come true. Until next time, I'm Nina Bosky, and don't forget to take a bite out of life before life takes a bite out of you.